Hello, this is Dr. Vicki. I just want to take a moment and refresh and go over a little bit of the information that you're trying to work through in Week 2, Discussion Board 1 and Discussion Board 2. One thing you need to be aware of is in Power BI, the features and what's available changes. Every month we get updates and things that's available that weren't available last month. So when you're looking at a tutorial, try to look at what the tutorial is trying to accomplish, not exactly what the items or the icons look like, because those could change. If you get locked into exactly how the screenshots look, you're going to get lost easier. Try to reinforce in your mind what's happening, how we're getting from A to B to C to D. Because if the color changes tomorrow, you don't want to have learned what the color is of step 2, because then you won't know what the actual step 2 in business intelligence is. You'll know that the color for step 2 is green. So if tomorrow the color for step 2 is blue, you're not going to know what step 2 was. So I hope that clears that part up. What I'm going to go over now is the discussion board 2, which is a takeoff from discussion board 1. In discussion board 1, you were to just do a few things, get your hands wet with the data, and make sure that it was ready for this week. And to do so, you would be saving it. Part of the instructions in the discussion board 1 was to save your file as a .PBIX file. If it's not PBIX, you're not going to be able to pull it back in. PBIX, all that stands for is Power BI, and IX is the service. So you have to save it as that. Your file should have been created last week on Power BI Desktop. This week, we're going to pull it in on the Power BI service. It's two different things. And as you can look right here at the top of my screen, you see that it says app.powerbi.com. That is the Power BI service, not the desktop. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get data. See it down here at the bottom? When you get data, what are we wanting to get? What we want to get is under the Get Data screen, see right here, you're going to go to Files, right here, Files. Why are we doing that? Because we're importing in a file that we already have. Either it was given to us by someone else in the .PBIX format, or it's one that we've already been previously working on and we're going to pull it back up. So you click on Files. You go to Get. Now where do we go here? Where did you save it? If you saved the file that you worked on last week anywhere on your local computer, like on the desktop or in the files, you're going to go to Local File. We're going to pull up Local File, go to where you found it. Now if you look right here, I pulled up some of my .PBIX files. See right here it says .PBIX. So if I click on this and click Open, it's importing that .PBIX file right into here. Now what is this telling you? See now, all the files from my .PBIX are here and I can work with them. Why is that important? A lot of students try to go to the actual file on the computer and click on it and open it. That doesn't work. That's not going to open it because the computer itself is not set up to open the PBIX files. You have to import them into Microsoft Power BI to do that. Now let's look a second at what I'm talking about. If you go to your computer and you go to 0 to Dashboard Files. Now see right here, I'm not inside of Power BI at all right here. I just went to my desktop. Right here is the Get Data.pbix file. Now when you click on it, one of two things is going to happen. It's going to open back up in Power BI because I've already done that just now. You saw me do that. Or it's going to say not able to open, not in the correct format. Now if I click on it, see, What's it say? There is no application set to open the document. None. Don't hit search App Store or anything like that. Because if it's PBIX, it can only be opened the way I've shown you from the Power BI service. So let's go back and look at that again. Let's close out of it. Let's pretend that we are just opened our app.powerbi.com and signed in. Down here on the left-hand corner, get data, files, get files. Where did you store it? Was it on your OneDrive, OneDrive Personal, or is it on your local? I have mine on my local for this. So I'm going to go to the file I wanted. I'm going to open it. As you can see, the Power BI service is importing that. Once it fully brings in that .pbix file, then it'll be available to do all of your insights and research and charting. So there it is. There it is. It's all there. It's ready for me to do whatever it is I need to do. The data is ready. You can either view the data set. So we're going to have it. All the data will be there. See over here? That's the data that we imported. The budget. We can work on all of the information. So what I wanted to let you know is, again, the most important thing is you have to have app.powerbi.com on your computer. You have to, when you create a report on desktop, on your desktop version of Power BI, which is where you have to create your initial reports. Once you do that, then you have to click up in the right and publish that. Because when you publish it, it turns that file into the .pbix file. So then when you need it to work on, you go into the app.powerbi.com, which is the service. Why do we want you to do that in the service? Because only from the service can you share that with your co-workers, your co-students, your instructors, your managers. You can't share the report directly from Power BI Desktop. It can only be shared from here. So I hope that cleared things up for you. If you have any questions, let me know.